In a quiet village nestled at the edge of a forest, there lived an old shoemaker named Samuel. His shop was small and simple, but his hands were skilled, and his heart was kind. Every day, people from all walks of life came to him. Some coins, others food, vegetables, a heartfelt smile. Samuel never turned anyone away. Winter morning, as snow covered the village like a the door to his shop creaked open. A girl named Ilara doorway. Her clothes were worn, and her shoes, together with string, were Samuel looked up at the workbench and smiled. "Good morning, child. Come in, come in. Warm yourself by the fire." Ilara hesitated, then stepped inside, cheeks red from the cold. "What brings you here on such a day?" Samuel asked gently. Ilara looked down at her feet. Her voice was only a whisper. "Shoes. They're broken. I walked 2 miles to school today, and the snow died. I don't have money to pay for new ones." Samuel set down his and knelt to examine her shoes. "They've served you well. They need rest now." Softly. "Sit down, child. Let me make you a new pair." Ilara's eyes widened in disbelief. "But, sir, I have no money." Samuel smiled. "Did I ask for money?" For the next 2 hours, Samuel worked with care and precision. He selected the strongest leather, stitched it perfectly, and even lined the inside with soft wool to keep her feet warm. Ilara watched in silent awe, her heart swelling with gratitude. When he finished, he handed her the new shoes. "Here," he said, "these will carry you through many winters." Tears welled up in Ilara's eyes. "Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I promise, one day, I will repay you." Samuel shook his head kindly. "There is no debt to repay. But if you wish to do something for me, then do this. When you see someone in need, help them. That is how kindness grows." Ilara clutched the shoes to her chest, nodded, and ran home with pure joy in her heart. Years passed. Samuel continued his work, mending shoes for the poor and crafting boots for farmers, never asking for more than people could give. Some called him foolish. "You could be rich," they'd say. But Samuel would just smile. "Kindness," he would say, "is the only wealth that never fades." One evening, a grand carriage stopped in front of his shop. A well-dressed woman stepped out. It was Ilara. Samuel didn't recognize her at first. She had grown into a confident young woman, a successful teacher in the city. "Do you remember me, sir?" she asked. Samuel looked closely, and his face lit up with recognition. "Ilara? Is that truly you?" She nodded, tears of joy in her eyes. "You gave me shoes when I had nothing. But you gave me something far greater. You showed me the power of kindness. Because of you, I never gave up. I studied hard, became a teacher, and now I help children who have nothing, just as you helped me." She reached into her bag and pulled out a large pouch of coins. "I've come to repay you." Samuel raised his hand gently. "I told you then, and I tell you now, there is no debt." Ilara smiled through her tears. "I know, but I also know what you taught me. Kindness must keep growing. So please, take this. Not as payment, but so you can continue helping others." Samuel looked at her with pride and warmth. He accepted the pouch, not for himself, but because he understood the kindness in her heart. With Ilara's gift, Samuel made dozens of shoes for the children of the village, giving them freely, just as he always had. And Ilara? She opened a school for poor children, teaching them not only lessons from books, but lessons of compassion, generosity, and hope. Word of their kindness spread like wildfire. The baker began giving bread to the hungry. The doctor treated the sick without charge. The village transformed into a haven of care and support. And it all began with one old shoemaker who believed that kindness was the greatest gift of all. Samuel eventually grew old and passed away peacefully, but his legacy lived on. In the village square, they placed a statue, a shoemaker kneeling beside a child, holding a pair of shoes. Beneath it, an inscription read, "The smallest act of kindness can change a life forever." Every child who walked past it remembered the powerful truth. Kindness is not measured by wealth or power, but by the love we share and the lives we touch. True kindness expects nothing in return. A single act of compassion can inspire a lifetime of goodness, creating ripples that transform entire communities. Generosity isn't about what we have, but about what we are willing to give from the heart.